Welcome to How to Music Tech. This is part 1 in this series. Just a quick introduction. In this series we'll be going through the manual of the MOOER GE200. Each tutorial will be about 2 minutes long and look at a specific part of the manual. Hopefully this will save you time as you only have to watch the ones you need to. The MOOER GE200 is a guitar multi-effects unit. It comes with 55 amp models, 26 IR cab models. You get 70 effects such as drives, EQs, modulations, filters, delays and reverbs. You get a 52-second looper. You get a drum machine and metronome. You have 200 user presets, USB connectivity and auxiliary input. Controls overview. You get the master volume knob, which is located here, which controls the output of the GE200. You get your display, which shows everything from patches and the edit screen. You get your value knob located here. You use this to navigate the menus. You turn it to navigate and push down to enter. You get your effect blocks located here underneath the display. Use these to access the edit screen for each block as well as switching them on and off. You also get the rhythm button, which is located here, which opens the drum machine and metronome. You get your play button located here, which takes you to the preset menu screen. The system button, which is next to it, takes you to the systems menu. And then you've got the save button next to that, which takes you to the save screen. Underneath those you get the chain button, which takes you to the signal chain for the current patch. You get the control tap button, which enters settings for the control tap foot switch, which is this one here. You get the EXP button, which enters the settings and calibration menu for the expression pedal. And then also you get the expression pedal, which is located on the right of the unit, which you can set to control various parameters of different effects. In addition to those, you get the up and down foot switches, used to navigate the presets in play mode. If you press both of these together, you'll enter the tuner. You also get the control and tap foot switch, which controls the tap tempo or toggle assigned effects on and off in a preset. And if you press the control tap and the up foot switch, you'll open the looper. The rear panel. On the rear of the unit, located back here, you get an auxiliary input for audio playback from an external device. You get an EXP2 for an additional expression pedal. You get the guitar in to connect your instrument. You get left and right out, connect both for stereo or just the left for mono. You get headphones out, ideal for quiet practice. You get a USB to allow you to connect to a computer. And you have the DC 9V input for the power supply. How to change presets in play mode. First of all, make sure you're in play mode by pressing the play button, which is located here. Then use the up and down foot switches to navigate the presets. If you press up, you'll cycle up through the presets. If you press down, you'll go down through the presets. You can also press and hold one of the up or down foot switch to go faster through the presets. In addition to that, you can also use the value knob to change presets. What is shown on the display in preset mode? On the screen during play mode, you will see the name and number of the current preset. So you have the number there and then the name underneath. In the top left is the preset volume. This is the individual volume for that preset. To the top right of that, you'll see the functions of the expression pedal. EXP, this one here is for the onboard expression pedal. EXP2 is for an additional expression pedal if you have it. Under that you'll see the status of the cab sim for the left and right channels. Currently they're both set to on for this preset. How to adjust the preset volume. In play mode, the preset volume is shown in the top left of the display, located up here. To change the preset volume, press the value knob until it highlights the preset volume. So see now preset volume has turned green. Then you can turn the value knob to adjust the volume for that preset. It can be set anywhere between 0 and 100. When you're finished, press the value knob again and make sure you save any changes if you have changed the preset volume. What the display shows on the chain screen. To enter the chain screen, press the chain button, which is located underneath the play button. This opens the chain screen for that preset. On the screen you will see the preset name and number located up here. The signal chain, inputs and outputs, and the effect blocks. These are all the individual effect blocks which correspond to the ones down here. And then you'll get the cursor for navigating, which is yellow above the effect you're currently on. How to change the order of the effect blocks in the chain. You can change the order of the chain just like on a traditional pedal board. Make sure you're on the chain screen by pressing the chain button, which is located here. Then you can use the value knob to move the yellow cursor to the effect block you would like to move. So we're going to move the amp. So press down on the value knob, and then the cursor will turn red, and then rotate the value knob so that your effect block is in the position you want it to be in, and then press down on the value knob to execute. And see the cursor is now turned back to yellow. You can move across the effect blocks. You can repeat this process if you want to move anything else, just like so. And when you're finished, make sure you save any changes. Which effect blocks are included in the chain? The GE200 has 9 different effect blocks, each with a dedicated button underneath the display, located here. You get the FX and Comp, which is compressors and wah-wah pedals. You get the DS-OD, which is distortion and overdrive pedals. Amp for your amp models. Cab for your speaker cabinet models. NS, which is noise suppressors. EQ for your equalization models. Mod for modulation and filter effects. Delay for delay pedals. And reverb for reverb pedals. How to turn effects on and off. Press the desired effect block. So we're going to go and adjust the overdrive. So we'll press on that one. To turn that effect block off, just press it again. And then if you want to turn it back on, press it again. When you're finished, press the play button to go back to the previous screen. If you have made any adjustments and changed which effects are on and off, make sure you save them before you move on to changing anything else. How to change the model of the effect block. Each effect block has different models to choose from. For instance, if you wanted to change the current drive pedal, press the DS-OD button underneath. From there, use the value knob to select the current model, and then press down on the value knob. Now you can rotate the value knob to select a different model. And when you're happy, press down on the value knob. That confirms your selection. Go back to the play to go back to the previous screen, and then make sure you save any changes before you continue. How to change effect parameters. Each effect has different adjustable parameters. For instance, if you want to adjust the current amp settings, press amp to enter that effect block. Then use the value knob to select the parameter to adjust. These are shown on the bottom of the screen. Say you wanted to adjust your treble. Press down on the value knob once you've selected it. Then rotate the value knob to make any adjustments. When you're finished, press the value knob. If you wanted to adjust the bass as well, move along to that, press down and then adjust the bass. Press down again when you're finished. Press play to go back to the previous screen, and then make sure you save any changes before you continue. What are the functions of the control tap foot switch? The control tap foot switch has 2 main functions. Foot switch is located here. You get control, which is able to toggle assigned effects on and off in a preset. It's currently blue for state 1 in this preset. If you press down, it will turn red, and you'll also notice that the overdrive effect goes off. Press it again to go back to the first state of this preset, and the overdrive comes back on. It also functions as the tap tempo, so you tap the foot switch multiple times to control the tempo of delays, etc. To if you're in this current state, if you press and hold the tap foot switch, it will start flashing red. So now it's currently being used as the tap tempo. So if you press it multiple times, you're now using it as the tap tempo foot switch. To go back to the previous way, press and hold again, it'll flash up blue, and then you can go back to changing between the two states of your current preset. As well as these functions, the control tap foot switch is also used to confirm selection in play mode when foot switch mode 2 is active. This allows you to change to another preset that is further away with cycling through all the presets in between. So you can move from, say, number 5 all the way up to number 10 using the foot switches, but you won't cycle through sounds 6, 7, 8 and 9. When you get to number 10, press the control tap foot switch to change directly to patch number 10. How to change the default settings for the control tap foot switch. Press the control tap button to enter the settings screen. Then use the value knob to select the default for that preset. So it's currently set to control, so it will change between the two current states. So if we select tap and then press down on the value knob, it now flashes up red. So for that current patch, whenever you go onto it, it will be in the tap tempo mode instead of the changing between the two states mode. How to select the effects blocks controlled by the control foot switch. Press the control tap button to enter the settings for the current patch. And then we're going to press down on control on the value knob. As you can see here, we've got the overdrive effect block currently being controlled by the control tap button. But we're also going to change it so the EQ is affected. So we're going to select EQ, we're going to press down on it. So now the overdrive and the EQ effect block will be affected when you press the control button. So I'll go back to play. Currently the overdrive and EQ button effect blocks are currently live. So if we go to state number 2 by pressing the foot switch, you can see that both of them have now gone off. And then we press it again, both will come back on. How to assign the expression pedal to an effect. Press the EXP button, located here. Use the value knob to select EXP. Press down on the value knob. Use the value knob to select function. Press down on the value knob. And then use the value knob to select the effect category. So we're going to go for the reverb. Press down on and then you can change which part of the reverb the expression pedal will affect. So we're going to go for the level, press down to execute, and then go back to the play. Now the expression pedal, as you can see up here, is now controlling the reverb level. When you're finished, make sure you save any changes that you have made. How to calibrate the expression pedal. Press the EXP button, then select the expression pedal to calibrate if you are using an external one as well. So we're going to go to EXP number 1, press down. Use the value knob to select calibrate, press down. Set the pedal in the heel down position, which is the minimum position. Press down on the value knob when you've done so. And then put it in the toe down position. Press down on the value knob. And then press down at the same time and press the value knob. Doing that at the last bit, applying downward pressure and setting the value knob, this sets the sensitivity of the activation switch. How to use the merge function to control multiple parameters. The merge function allows you to control multiple parameters between two set points using the expression pedal. For instance, you can control the level, feedback and delay of a delay pedal simply by moving the expression pedal from the heel position to the toe down position. First of all, we need to set the expression pedal to the merge setting. Press EXP, select EXP and press on the value knob, and then use the value knob to select the merge function and press down to enter. So the active EXP pedal and set in the heel down position. Highlight and adjust the desired parameters you wish to assign to merge. Set the expression pedal in toe down position and adjust the parameter value. We'll go through that in the next video. When you're on this screen, press the value knob, and then we're going to select the delay effect block. We're going to set the pedal in the heel down position. We're going to press on level. We're going to set it to 20. Before pressing the value knob, we're going to put the expression pedal in the toe down position. We're going to select 50. And then we're going to press the value knob. So when you move the expression pedal from the heel down position to toe down position, you'll see the level go from 20 to 50. You can do this for multiple parameters. Once you've done so, move the expression pedal back and forth to see multiple parameters move. So we've adjusted the time as well. So if you move the expression pedal from the heel down position, level and time will move when you put it into the toe down position, just like so. How to adjust the input gain level. Press the system button to open the menu. It's located here. Use the value knob to highlight input level. It's that one top left. Press down on the value knob, and then use the value knob to select your input level. When you're finished, press down on the value knob, and then press play to go back to the preset selection screen. How to set the USB audio output settings. Press the system button, located up here. To open the menu, use the value knob to highlight USB audio. Then press down on the value knob. Select the left or right output using the value knob. Press down on it. And you can select either dry, so the output is unaffected and bypasses all effect. Or you can select effect, so outputs a signal after the GE200 effect blocks. You can also adjust the record volume, so use the value knob to select record volume. Press down on it and you can adjust the level sent to your computer. Press down on it when you've confirmed, and you can select the play volume to adjust the level coming out of the GE200 for monitoring. So press down on it to edit, and then press down when you've finished, and then press the play button to go back to the previous preset selection screen. How to activate and use foot switch mode. To activate foot switch mode 2, press the system button located up here. Use the value knob to highlight FS mode. Press down on the value knob. This allows, and then you can change from here to mode 2. And this allows you to change patches without cycling through every patch while playing. Press the play mode button to go back to the previous screen. Now that foot switch mode 2 is on, in play mode, you can now use the up and down foot switches to select a new patch. Like so. You'll currently still be playing through patch number 5, but your sound will be unaffected when you're moving through presets. Once you've found a new desired patch, when you're ready to change, press the Control Tap foot switch to move directly to the new patch you've selected. So we'll jump straight from patch number 5 to patch number 10 just by pressing this foot switch. Just like so. How to set the cab sim through settings. Press the system button located up here. To open the menu, use the value knob to highlight cab sim through, which is located here. Press down on the value knob. and then use the value knob to select left out cab or right out cab. Press on the value knob and you can change this to through or on. If the cab simulation is enabled, and if it's set, that will be set to on. If it's set to through, the cab simulation is disabled for that output, so you can have it different for each of the left and right outputs. When you're finished, press the play button to go back to the previous screen. How to adjust the screen brightness. Press the system button to open the menu. Use the value knob to select screen. Press down on the value knob. From there, you can use the value knob to adjust your screen brightness to however you'd like it. When you're finished, press the value knob, take you back to the menu, and press play to go back to the previous screen. How to restore to default factory settings. Press the system button to open the menu. Use the value knob to highlight reset. Press down. From there, use the value knob to select yes. Press down again. You get a waiting screen, and then it will reboot itself, and everything will have been restored back to factory default settings. How to save a preset. If you make any changes to a preset that you want to keep, you must save the changes. Changes on the GE200 are not saved automatically. To save any changes, press the save button located here. This opens up the screen to change the name. If you want to save without changing the name, press the save button again. If you didn't want to save anything, if you just press the play or chain button, you will exit without saving. How to change the name of a preset. Press the save button located here. This opens up the screen to change the name, and then rotate and press the value knob to change the name. So press down to select that character, and then when you've chosen the new character, press the value knob again. Rotate the value knob to select the next character, press down to edit, and just continue to do so. When you've changed your name, press the save button again to execute. If you don't want to change it or make any changes, press the play or chain button to exit without saving. But we're going to go ahead and save this, and that will change the name of that patch. How to open the metronome and drum machine. To do so, press the rhythm button located here at the end of the effect blocks. This opens the menu where you can select the pattern, tempo and volume. How to change between rhythm or metronome. To open the metronome and drum machine, press the rhythm button. This opens up the menu, then use the value knob to select rhythm. Press down, and then use the value knob to select between metronome or rhythm patterns. How to change the rhythm or metronome pattern. To open the metronome and drum machine, press the rhythm button located here. This opens the menu, then use the value knob to select pattern, which is this block here. Press down on the value knob and then rotate it to change between the different patterns. And it's exactly the same if you are on the metronome as well. This will adjust the metronome patterns. How to adjust the rhythm tempo. To open the metronome and drum machine, press the rhythm button located here. This opens up the menu, and then use the value knob to select BPM. Press down on it, and then use the value knob to adjust the beats per minute. You can also use the tap tempo foot switch to adjust the tempo for the rhythm and metronome as well. How to adjust the rhythm volume. To open the metronome and drum machine, press the rhythm button located here. This opens up the menu. You can then use the value knob to select volume and then press down to change the volume. When you're finished, press down on the value knob. How to access the looper. The GE200 comes with a 52-second looper complete with half speed and reverse functions. To access the looper, press the up and control tap foot switches at the same time. How to adjust the recording and playback volume of the looper. Once on the looper screen, which is this screen here, use the value knob to select record. Highlight record, press down on the value knob, and then rotate it. Get it set between anywhere between 0 and 100, and this sets the recording level of the looper. Press down when you're finished. On the same screen, you can also use the value knob to select play. Press down to edit. You can set this between 0 and 100 as well. And this sets the playback volume of the looper. When you're finished, press down on the value knob again. How to record and play back a loop. Once on the looper screen, which is this screen here, press the control tap foot switch to start recording. You get record comes up on the screen, and you will start recording your loop. When you're finished, press the control and tap foot switch again to stop recording and automatically start playback. So now we're in playback mode. How to stop looper playback. Once you've recorded a loop and are in playback mode, which we're currently in now, double press the control tap foot switch to stop the looper playback. And you will stop the loop. To restart playback, just press the control foot switch again once more. And it goes back into playback mode. How to clear a loop. Once you've finished with a loop and would like to delete it and start again, press and hold the control tap foot switch to delete the loop completely. A clear will come up on the screen, and then you can start again from the beginning. How to overdub on the looper. Once you have recorded a loop and are in playback mode, you can overdub on top of the recorded loop. To start, press the control tap foot switch. Playback will continue, but you'll now be recording layers on top of it. So if you press it once, you get dub comes up in the left of the screen, and the foot switch changes colour. So now you're recording over the top continuously. When you're finished, press the control tap foot switch again to resume just normal playback and stop recording. How to use the reverse and half speed function of the looper. Once you've recorded a loop and in playback mode, you can press the up and down foot switch to turn on the half speed or reverse function. If you press the up foot switch to turn on the half speed, so now you're on half speed, you'll see half speed on at the bottom. Press it again to turn it off. And if you press down on the down foot switch, you'll get reverse, so the loop will start playing in reverse. And then press down to turn it back off again. How to access and use the tuner. To access the tuner, press the up and down foot switches at the same time. This opens up the tuner screen. When you're finished tuning, press one of the foot switches to go back to the previous screen. Shown in the middle of the screen of the tuner is the nearest note of the current string being played. Bars to the left and right will turn red if the note is flat or sharp, and they will turn green if the pitch is correct. How to set the tuner to mute or bypass. Open the tuner and then use the value knob to select mute or bypass. So it's currently on mute, so if you press down on the value knob, you can use it to select between the two. If you have mute, no sound is output when tuning. And if you have bypass, the effects are bypassed when tuning. When finished, press on the value knob again to make your selection. How to set the standard pitch of the tuner. Open the tuner, which is this screen here. Use the value knob to select this here. Press down, and then you can change the standard pitch between 430 and 450 Hz. 440 is the default setting. When you're finished, press the value knob to complete your selection. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a like and subscribe for more tutorials on this unit and others to come. If you found this really helpful, why not consider becoming a member and help the channel out directly. Thank you so much again. Goodbye.